Hello, air signs. Welcome to your reading for the time period for Memorial Day. It's just like Memorial Day season, whenever you're finding it around Memorial Day. Alright, so we're going to do a general look for the air signs, and then we're going to go into the individual ones. Gemini through Aquarius for air. Divination could be a theme here with the High Priestess, or just spiritual counsel. Some of you just like various traditions. Okay. Star cards reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, Emperor reversed. Oh, some of you, there's some stress maybe connected to money. It's like some sort of boss or ruler or leadership that you wish could be different. You wish it was different. You may be thinking like, you're too involved now, or you're too old now, something like this, to change the situation. I don't know. Or that's like an energy that you could be coming up against. With the Hierophant and the Archpriestess, though, this is a power couple energy for sure. This is like super power couple. This is major arcana energy, so it's above the kings and the queens coupling up, and I feel like it's kind of the highest couple. This could be twin flame energy, so if y'all believe in twin flames or have an inner knowing that you're a twin flame, there's some stuff going on within your union at this time. There's maybe some messages, some readings that you could get or do for yourself that would bring benefit to your world. The guides give this message that this is a cycle, this is a phase, this too shall pass and transform and change into something different. The Star card, Revelation, reversed. It feels kind of cryptic, and I have to go into the individual signs, but I feel like there might be some sort of like retrying something or some sort of re-go at something to bring in fulfillment or to achieve something that you've wished for a while. Maybe you were working towards it and then you set it aside or dropped it or gave up, and you could be going back, is what I'm seeing. That's not necessarily everybody's story, but it is there. Let's see what we have individually. We'll go into Gemini. Okay, there's a message about music, about things in nature, the way that things, sort of the order and the chaos. It's a message. All right, yeah. So somebody is feeling less financially independent than they would like, or they're trying something different, and it's moving from a place of more financial independence into less. There's some things here that are painful, that aren't fun. There's maybe like some sacrificing of time or whatever, that instead of having fun and rejoicing or getting together with friends, it's maybe spent on work. The Eight of Pentacles, ascendancy, the Six of Swords, trying to keep up with something. It's like having to be sharp-witted, or maybe this is school, maybe you're learning something. This could have to do with education, could be preparing for a speech, something like this too, I'm not sure. Preparing for conversations or meetings as well, especially around money or financial independence. There's something here about like being grounded and taking, like using your head and being grounded and being practical rather than being delusional or having your head in the clouds. But there's a certain like listlessness to this, or a certain question about whether or not it's working, whether or not it's really taking you where you want to go on your journey and at the pace that you want to be. Is it the best road or the best path? The Chariot reverse here, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Seven of Swords, and it kind of feels like, you know, like I'm doing my part, but I'm not getting the outcome that I should be getting. So is there something wrong with the recipe, or is it time to adjust the recipe? If I'm following the recipe and it's not coming out the way I want. And speaking of cooking and recipes, like energy transfer, the mood that you're in, the energy that you bring to it is a factor in the outcome of whatever you're doing. And so that's something to consider too. Like, is it fun? Is there a way to make it more fun? Am I coming from a place of love? Like, are there adjustments that need to be made to the recipe because I can't, you know, do it with those types of positive energies? It's not honest. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I'll grab a couple clarifiers. Page of Wands could be talking about somebody with personal placements in one of the fire signs, but with the Eight of Wands following it, this definitely feels like an acceleration of action steps. So it's like what you've been doing or what you want to do, like seeing things pick up the pace. This could be connected to travel too, or adventures you want to go on, projects you want to excel, phases you want to move through. The Four of Swords reverse, recuperation. It's just suggesting like maybe there's something you or somebody else or the world hasn't fully recuperated from, rejuvenated from, or it's just saying that like times call for that phase too. It's an important phase. Don't overlook it, or if you do overlook it and you develop a pattern of overlooking it, that is going to show up in the outcome, in the effect, and it's going to be, you know, it's like one of those things where the bread didn't come out as fluffy as it could have, or whatever, just as an example, guys. So that's what I see in the cards for you. I'm going to move into the next one, the sign of Libra now. Many blessings to you. Okay, Libra. Memorial Day season messages for Libra. Okay, some of you, there's a water sign person in your life, could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and you haven't created the foundation within this connection with this person or a project that you're collaborating on yet to, you just need that message, like it hasn't been created fully yet. So don't bypass that step. The Tower card reverse is showing you averting a tower moment. Not everything has to be destroyed, lost, come crumbling down. The Ten of Wands, oppression card. The Ten of Wands is indicating that, you know, you've carried enough of the weight, or you've put in the work, the effort, you've accumulated enough, and like that the universe has your back here too, and you don't want to lose it all at the finish line. And here comes the finish line, the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. So this feels like a positive shift in fortune overall. It feels like it's something that's going to be emotionally wealthy, healthy, mentally healthy, wealthy. For some of you, there is some sort of like decrease, financially speaking, or materially speaking here, that brings in some conflicting energy there. It's like lightning kind of. There's movement. There is movement. There's challenge here. Some would look at this and see some sort of battle, and maybe that's the scenario, but I don't feel like we have to word it that way for everyone and for it to be understood. But this is something that is achieved, and it's a process, and it requires some of your energy, some of your skill, and it involves focus, the King of Swords. So basically there's a message here about good luck, good fortune, positive change and shift overall. Be intelligent, be smart. The King of Swords, sometimes that means knowing that you don't know and having that be okay, accepting that, maybe seeking out others who might know better. Use your intuition, use your judgment. The Five of Swords, the Five of Wands. There's a change here. There's a shift from like doing something maybe mentally and maybe with the material world, possibly, or moving slowly with something, or having something even on pause, not doing something materially, and being just thinking it over, or conversations about it, or we're writing, or we're drafting something. We're switching out of that because it's time to And we're moving into something that's more proactive, the Five of Wands, taking some sort of forward step, action step here. Okay, and there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth predicted in your reading, and it really feels like you have what it takes. You're definitely intelligent enough to rise to the occasion. There's this loving message of consider grounding your energies, continue to, or, you know, start reprioritizing your hygiene, your health, you know, the practical things of daily living as well are all included in this. Okay, for some of you it is about money too, that comes in as a practicality, but you know, don't neglect the other elements either, because any of the elements neglected or severely out of balance could cause that sort of crap, you know, like all the wands come crashing down at once scenario. So that's what I have for you. We will draw a few cards to wrap it up, clarify, and final messages. Okay, someone's discontent with a piece of art. A piece of art or something that it's like it's being assuasion. It has to do with love. It has to do with beauty or aesthetics. Something is victorious in a lot of ways, and maybe one person or a group sees it as success or victory, but there's also this opposing energy where it's, we could have done better, we have some discontent, we have some disappointment possibly about this, or we outright don't like it here. So the water element looks like it could be out of balance, or some of you might be having a challenging situation, connected or feeling blocked in some way, restricted, connected to a person who has personal placements in either Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or in the area of love, friendship, happiness in general, or psychic abilities too, like supernatural abilities or dreaming, quality of sleep, things like this too, might be showing up with these cards. Some of you, there's like an artistic block, creative block, and liberating yourself from that, coming out of that is going to help. It's going to be like a holistic thing, a holistic cure. It's going to help other areas of your life and just like overall bring improvements. That's what I'm seeing on the cards for you. It does look for some of you too like it could be a time to take a break from certain things that you do online or connected to work, the internet. Take a break. So that's what we've got there. And now we have Aquarius to look at. Aquarius. Okay. You have Leo energy on the table. You also have all the other air signs represented here. Five of Cups, dissipation at the end. All right. So your reading has this message of choice. It has a message of new beginning. It has a message of choice really strongly here. And focus. So there is some loss, there's some disappointment represented here. There's some sort of wish unfulfilled, whether it's yours or somebody else's. It's saying like, it would be, it's foolish for you to block yourself from your own element at this time. The Ace of Swords feels like an old stale idea or some sort of new idea that's trying to reach you, or a new message that's trying to reach you. And the Fool card next to it feels like it could be kind of dangerous, especially with the Sun reversed, like somebody doing something foolish. So I feel like this is a time where you probably should be keeping an eye on your email, your text messages, your voicemails, you know, things like this. The Five of Pentacles is reversed, the Five of Cups is right side up. So we have a super immature energy here, whether this is talking about a child, whether it's talking about like a connection that's super immature, somebody's like somebody is immature, or it's a project that's immature. There's something immature here. And it feels like it could use, there's like a need to breathe more joy or more happiness into things here. So I'm not sure the details of what you're going through at this time period. You know, again, it's like all in good time, but I do get the message of doing things to, like, for brain health, coming through as a tip, a suggestion, whether it's crossword puzzles or it's, you know, balancing your time. So you're meditating or you have some quiet time, getting enough sleep, whatever it is. This is of importance. There's something important for you to realize, or that you may have realized, somebody else may have realized. There's this message about, like, the ego working for you rather than against you, having healthy self-esteem and confidence without being, like, egotistical in a way that's going to backfire, or being super naive and foolish. There's also this message of choosing happiness over sorrow or over grief. Like, grief and sorrow are things that human beings come onto planet Earth to experience as one of the, you know, emotions on the spectrum. However, dwelling and living there when there's other places to visit and go and emotions to experience is coming through as something that's rather foolish. And I feel like there is the potential on the table for some solution, some realization or solution connected to some impoverished energy. So wherever you or somebody else has been struggling materially, or there's an impoverished energy, there is the potential there that I mentioned. So let's get you some closing cards, finalize the messages, closing messages. Six of Cups, Felicity. Yeah, there's a bit of nostalgic energy on the table with your reading. Maybe, you know, Memorial Day is a time when you think of loved ones who have passed away, or your own immortality. You think of, you know, the past. There's something here that's apt to break out of a routine. There's some sort of non-functioning routine, or it's ill functioning. It's not functioning at full capacity. And you may have been suffering as a result, or there's like a pattern of suffering on a regular basis as a result. This can even be reoccurring nightmares, literally or figuratively. The Four of Pentacles, authority reverse, the Ten of Cups, accomplishment reverse. It feels like what you're saving, what you're reserving, what is an accomplishment to you, what you're allowing yourself to accomplish, how you're viewing other people's accomplishments. Like, there's this level of there's like this energy of flow and choice here, and kind of sorting through these things and making decisions. The guides want you to feel empowered, and like you're in a position of authority when it comes to your money, your energy, your resources, your time, and how you're like sharing that, and what you're reserving, what you're keeping to yourself. So it can be information, whether you keep it to yourself, whether you trust somebody and you share, your feelings, expressing them, how, when, who, whether you keep them to yourself or you share. And yeah, accomplishment, Ten of Cups reverse, it's also talking about like a multitude of blessings, accomplishments, fulfillment. Like, where can you find bliss? Find bliss, find happiness, allow that into your world. It's going to sharpen your mind. It's going to make you more powerful, really, to face the challenges that exist as a part of life, but also it's helping to bring in and have these more colorful experiences, and new fresh energies, guys, new ideas too, because it's just like, it's time for a lot of you. It's time to take some sort of respite, or time to completely break free of something really dense and tiresome, and again, like ill functioning compared to its potential. Wow. All right, so that's what's come through for you. I will leave your reading here. Many blessings. Bye bye.